have a very quick look at this. I think it's about to go out again for another run, but this is a completely bespoke, hand-built and designed car by Italdesign in Italy on the base of a Nismo GT-R from Nissan. It's reworked in terms of the engine, but also significantly in terms of the design. And we'll take a better look at it when it comes back in a moment. Here it comes then back into the pit lane, and things are moving very quickly, going from one drive to another. But this is a very pretty looking car. I don't think the same could have been said of the original Nissan GT-R, but that was a car about Japanese precision, about engineering, about being insanely fast, whereas this mixes the design and flair from the team at Italdesign. So it is based on the Nismo GT-R, but with an entirely new body, every panel different as you can see. It has a lower profile, it's 5.4 centimeters lower, in fact just over 2 inches, but walking around the front of this prototype of the car, a one of one, the only one in the liquid kinetic grey with the Sigma gold accents that you can see around. But 50 cars, they'll all be made individually. They're effectively all one of ones. They're not numbered per se, but they can be labelled after different years from the history if there's a significant date from Nissan or Italdesign's history, for example. You can see there's the rear spoiler that raises and lowers. You have these tail lights which are almost floating, but are created with 3D printing. Technically, the car has the 3.8 litre twin-turbo V6 from the GT-R, but that's been reworked, as has the Bilstein suspension, as have the Brembo brakes. The engine in this car is up to 710 horsepower from 600 in the standard Nismo. The torque is up to 780 from 652, so we're talking 128 newton meters more torque, 110 horsepower more. That means this is going to be very, very quick. It's got the 6-speed dual-clutch gearbox, it's 4-wheel drive, so off the line it can move like a rocket. This is a very, very special piece of design just to look around it. So the wing sits down and flat, but all of these different areas are very, very nice. This is the concept. It made its debut at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, but it's here now for customer drives and an opportunity to experience it. And on that note, I'm actually going to be the next one out. So let me grab my other cameras, get in the car and see what it's like. It's time then. Let me take a step inside the car to experience what this is like. We're driving on the club circuit here, but I am excited. Let's see what it's about. See you shortly. It is time. So I'm joined today by Suhail Jeffries. How are you doing?
Hello, Shmi, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Father of Axel Jeffries and a man, well, racing driver coach, you know a thing or two.
Yeah, we play around at Yes Marina Circuit. It's nice to have you back in Dubai, Shmi.
Thank you.
I understand you might be shipping a couple of cars here in a while. We won't say too much.
No, we'll see what's going to happen on that front.
Yeah,
so,
we know how much you love the UAE.
I do indeed. Well, good weather like today, hey? So, a few things just to get familiarised. It's a completely new interior in here, but we've got the 6-speed auto, handbrake is off, key is here. Is that going to go flying
That's
around?
the key, yeah, no, that's pretty safe deal.
So, are we good to go straight out?
We are indeed.
Just get a bit comfortable. Feels pretty good. The mirrors are cool.
They are, aren't they?
Can't see a whole lot in them, but I think they're
Amazing.
positioned for you right now. Anyway.
Yeah, all the way down to here, that's it.
Into auto, we can go into manual. It's crazy, the roof line is so low. Very aware of that.
And you notice the windscreen,
The windscreen is tiny, the amount you can see out the front is almost non-existent. So out we go, onto the track, just take it a little further back, there we go.
Well, we're on the Dubai Autodrome circuit, of course, and today we are using the club circuit. You're pretty familiar with that, Shmi?
I'm familiar with the Dubai Autodrome. I don't think I've ever driven it in club circuit configuration.
Okay, so we keep going round to the right.
Okay, so just starting to get a little feel for the car. Taking it easy at first. Get familiar with the corners. It's a prototype. It's an invaluable prototype. We have to be rather careful with this one. Get a bit of sound out of it as we come round towards the final corner then.
Right, you ready for your flyer, Shmi?
Let's give this a go. Get a feel
Looking forward to
for the GT-R 50.
Let's go, push it.
Wow, that's how you feel the power. The numbers build quickly. 150, 170, 180, 190 and 200, and that's as quick as we're going to take it today because we don't want to risk anything. Onto the brakes, it's got upgraded upgraded Brembo brakes in this car. The suspension, as I said, is from Bilstein as well. Again, reworked, everything is reinforced. The extra turbos in here come from the racing cars, the racing Nissan GT-Rs, which of course have seen great success despite their size. And it's not a light car by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a very quick car, and it has that confidence from the four-wheel drive system. The steering wheel is small, it feels good in the hands. I've just got to get a little bit familiar with the track here. A little late on the apex there, but off we go. Into the hard braking zones.
Very nice, me. Seems like you've done this before.
Well, we just take it easy, right?
Yeah,
build into it.
I'm sure.
I've driven a few GT-Rs before, but doing some on the front feels really good, sticking through there. It's one of those, being very aware of how special the car is, not wanting to run over the curbs, firm on the brakes down the hill into the last corner.
Right, let's boot that 720 bhp speed.
Let's do it, let's do it. Early power sticks. Foot is flat to the floor.
I can hardly move my head forward.
Sorry?
The G-force pushed my head back.
And there we go, 200 and onto the brakes. And then we'll have our cool down lap. So, just a little feel for it, but it feels good. It feels really good.
And of course the production versions will have the ceramic brakes, which will be even better in stopping the speed.
Alright, okay. Inside feels awesome. It's very race car cabin compared to a normal GT-R. So you've sat so low with the roofline, the windscreen that you were talking about earlier. Small dab of the brake. Just coast it on round.
Yeah.
With a feel for this. It feels like something out of the future. They've taken the GT-R and they've made it crazy.
I just love those side view mirrors.
Yes. Wow. Wow, this is a special opportunity. It's not every day you get to throw a prototype €1 million car around a racetrack. Albeit a quick little drive to get a flavour for what this is about.
So Shmi, I'm curious, are you putting an order in for one? There are only 50, there only ever will be 50.
True. This is the height of exclusivity. They're really very much built bespokely, individual specifications. A lot of people out there tell me to get a GT-R, you know.
Well,
this the GT-R. This is like the ultimate
possibly
GT-R.
is the one.
We'll see.
And as your viewers are probably aware, everyone will be one of one.
Exactly, completely unique.
What year were you born in, Shmi?
Oh, that's true, there'll be one from my year, 87.
Oh,
I'm sure 87's available.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Anyway, for now, this has been fantastic. So let's pull into the pit lane. Wow.
Beautiful sound, eh?
Alas, all good things have to come to an end.
Unfortunately, they do.
That was a lot of fun, though. Thank you ever so much.
Only a pleasure, Smee, and look forward to seeing you in Dubai more often.
I'm sure I will be. Epic. Just one thing to quickly show you while I'm here. Take a look at the rear spoiler. Just go to the back of the car. Kind of cool to see that in action, but it's time for me to step out. I'm actually just going to quickly take the camera, if I may, to show inside the car, so you can see a little bit more of what it's like actually inside here while we've got a quick moment. The steering wheel carbon, the red 12 o'clock stripe, we've got a racing style dashboard, but this completely unique design with all of the Sigma gold accents carried through. Carbon fiber everywhere, stripped out, no infotainment. This is the switch here that was doing the rear spoiler, the automatic gearbox control, the seats with their distinct finish with the shape inside them, but the bucket seats, GT-R 50 by Ital design up on the headrest there, and the door cards as well. These are really nice with the mix of satin carbon fiber, but also the glossy carbon fiber. Satin creates fewer reflections on the upper surfaces, so when you're focused for driving. But with this really low roofline, you definitely feel that on the inside. There's not the most headroom, I'm not going to lie, and you can see inside it's kind of bubbled almost up here in the middle. but very small amounts of spaces and areas inside in general. But nonetheless, a very, very exciting driving experience. A crazy car, GT-R 50 by Tal Design there as well, and even the floor mats, they carry that shape through in all the different areas. But I will say goodbye to it for the moment. On to the next person to take it out for a drive. Off it goes again, get a bit of the grumble.
The back is really nice, the way you have so much of the gold showing through. The rasp as it heads down the pit lane.
Another thing that I like about the car are the wheels, these almost half carbon fibre wheels that you have, and you can see the motorsport style openings, the GT-R 50 by Tal Design. The car's getting a little bit dusty out here, naturally. The headlights are cool as well, like the normal GT-R headlights, but just narrower with those horizontal strips, the LED running lights that you have. The opening back here, of course, airflow all being managed around the car, and those door mirrors. Those door mirrors are really, really cool. And off it goes again, every time, just a quick driver change, and then out it heads onto the track. And back it comes again. There's more actually changed in terms of the mechanicals. Of course, it's a reinforced gearbox, it has new diffs, new drive shafts, all strengthened to handle the extra power and the extra performance that the car offers. It's actually quite cool to see the hydraulics back here and to see how some of that operates that I demonstrated earlier. But you've got lots of cutaways in the design around here behind the tyres, the way the exhaust pipes are actually integrated into the bumper. Now when it comes to the power, the final output 710, 720 horsepower or so, this car I believe is not quite all the way up to that actually yet. But that will be the production number when it's all finished up and all said and done. I like the gold touches on the intakes that you have inside the bonnet, but overall, good things to say. On the inside, you might remember the digital dash, the race style dash. Of course, the production car for homologation will have the dash more familiar with what you see in the Nismo and the road car, the road GT-R. So from the kind of shoulder line up would be more like that as opposed to how you've seen it in this car. But I like that as well. The gold on the arm, sitting proud there at the front end. Not really anywhere to stick a number plate on it though, in there. Well, that's heading out again then. I think, well, let's just take a listen for a moment. It sounds good. I think I might more or less bring today's video to a close there. Naturally, being out in what must be 35-degree heat or so today is a little bit much for me, and it's certainly scrambling my brain a touch, but it was a good fun experience to get a kind of first drive, to get a feel for what the car's about, to be able to see it up close at this fairly private event that's been hosted out at the Dubai Autodrome here in the UAE. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the team at Tal Design and Nissan for making it possible to take the car for a drive, to share it with you, to see a little bit of what it's like. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to see more with the production car when that arrives too. But for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. That's it, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers.